Welcome to Whiskey Society. Hope you're doing well out there. Episode 5. We're talking George Dickel Bottled and Bond, Tennessee Whiskey, 13 year. So this guy got some nice accolades recently in the winter edition 2019 Whiskey Advocate magazine. Each year they name their top 20 whiskeys of the year. And this bottle itself won the highest honor, number 1. Let me give you a little shot of the magazine there real quick. Okay? Nice little write-up on it here in the magazine. Now, a couple surprises there. First and foremost, it was a $36 or is a $36 retail price. Second, it's a Tennessee whiskey, which Tennessee whiskey really is currently within the shadow of the bourbons, scotches, Japanese, other fantastic whiskeys out there in the market. I'm not saying that Tennessee whiskey doesn't live up to some of those other whiskeys, but it was a surprise, a big surprise, that a Tennessee whiskey made number 1 on the list. Now, this is a 13-year, like I said, out of George Dickel. The critics love it, the experts love it, especially the value of the bottle. I'm going to give you a quick taste. I'll compare it to some alternative bottles, another George Dickel and another surprise bottle, and we'll see how it fares. Episode 5, George Dickel Bottled and Bond, 13 year, starts now.
Separate the flavor clean, no chase. Barrel strength in my veins, never replaced. Straight up neat over rocks, keep whiskey rare. Bottle to the shot glass, sip an angel share. Pull back the curtain to reveal something, make you stare. Once the whiskey hit your lips, you will down.
BIB, Bottled and Bond, Tennessee whiskey, 13 year. So Tennessee whiskey, how does that differ from bourbon? It's pretty similar. This bottle here, mid 80s in terms of mash bill corn, 6 rye, 6 malted barley. So that's bourbon, right? That hits all the factors that we need for it to legally be called bourbon. One big difference, the Lincoln County process. What that is, required by Tennessee whiskey law, is that it is charcoal filtered, okay? So that gives Tennessee whiskey a little bit of a unique taste. You get some of that charcoal right on the forefront, at least in this bottle that, in my opinion, you see it. Let's give this a taste and we'll compare it to our other bottles and go from there. Okay, like I said, $36, really nice value, especially for a 13 year Bottled and Bond. We know it's at 100 proof. Yeah. You get the charcoal on the nose. You get some peanuts on the nose. You get corn husk, dried corn husk on the nose. Pretty smooth nose, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of wood. A little bit of sweetness, some honey and so forth. Let's give it some taste. Not overpowering for the 100 proof. There's definitely that charcoal. I noticed the charcoal, that peanuts carrying forward. A little bit of, bright, light fruitiness. Maybe some apple or some pear. The honey's there. Little pepper and wood spice. Pretty balanced. Really pretty nice. Not an extremely long finish. Maybe short to medium finish. But honestly, a really nice, balanced whiskey here for $36. You can taste a little bit of the age. It's smooth. But it has that nice aging period, so that 13 to 18 year age is where I really like. That's my sweet spot. So it's not overly woody. The wood is integrated nicely inside of the whiskey. But that charcoal on the forefront of the palate is a little bit stronger than I'd like. It masks a little bit of that peanut flavor. I wish the peanut flavor showed up more. If it did, I think I would really like this. With that said, I think this is good. I think this is above average for the price. Maybe it's even very good. But in my opinion, actually, there's another George Dickel that I got here. This is the Barrel Select. I actually like this a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more rounded. That charcoal presence isn't so heavy. It still has a little bit of that peanut taste to it. Has a little bit more of that traditional, dark sugar flavor. It has a little bit of dark fruit notes in this. It's a similar price point. It might be a couple dollars more. You might be pushing 40 here, high 30s as opposed to the 36. But I think this is my favorite George Dickel that's come out. This isn't always available, the Barrel Select that is, but in my opinion, it's a little bit less heavy on the charcoal and a little bit more balanced in terms of the other notes that are available. I really like this for the smoothness. I think it's a really nice sipper. Both are good. I prefer the George Dickel Barrel Select just a little bit more, okay? Now I want to throw in a wrench into the blender here. This is not a Tennessee whiskey. This is a bourbon. This is Old Granddaddy 114. So we're at 114 proof. You know what? I didn't give you the proof on the George Dickel Barrel Select. Okay, it's right at 86. All right, so a little bit less proof than the 100, obviously. So maybe that's why you get a little bit more smoothness, sweetness to the George Dickel Barrel Select. But back to the Granddaddy. Okay, so Old Granddad 114. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon, okay? So it's not a Tennessee whiskey. So I'm cheating here a little bit, but you get the proof at 114, even higher than the 100 here of the George Dickel 13 Bottled and Bond, okay? It gives you that peanut note that I really like in the Bottled and Bond 13 year. But it also gives you some of that nice rounded dark fruitiness, dark sugar notes that the Barrel Select is giving me. So I think it's a nice balance of both. And especially at this nice high proof, nice dark, deep color, bold notes, little bit of heat because of the proof, but this bad boy's at 30 retail price. So I think this is a steal as well. Of the two George Dickels, the Barrel Select is my pick. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. If you like a little bit more of that charcoal note, maybe slight more heat, a little more pepper, George Dickel Bottled and Bond 13, great for you. If you want a little bit more roundness, brown sugar notes, dark fruit notes, I think you can't go wrong with the George Dickel Barrel Select. But if you're a little bit more of a bourbon person, or maybe you want the balance of both of these Tennessee whiskey bottles, this Old Granddad 114, I think, highlights both the best qualities of these two bottles, and is a fantastic steal at $30 retail price. Okay, episode 5, that completes it for us. Always and forever, respect others, share your whiskey. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. Cheers.